All right, so this is the following day. The Mama Dirty shirt. So we're gonna put the material on the dining chair, right? The material that we're gonna use is vinyl. Vinyl is hard to work with. Doesn't really stretch like that. Some people like to use the heat gun so they don't have any wrinkles, but we're gonna do some pleats. I'm gonna show you guys how to do the pleats. So same thing as I showed you before. We have to tack it down so it doesn't slide. Since it's not glued, it will slide if you just try to pull from one side first. So what you do is usually you just fold it, right? Press on it so this side could hold a little bit, and just pull hard enough, not too hard, just hard enough so it's nice and tight right here. Then when you flip it to the other side, now you pull a little harder. And like I said, with this hand back here, you push up on it, and with this one you pull down. Hold it with the hand you push, tack it down, and then you do the corners. What I like to do is, you see how I pinch the corner? I pinch the corner because that's the middle. So then I grab by the middle, hit the corner of the chair or the wood or whatever you want to call it, and then I just tack it down too. The same thing to the other corner. Pinch it to see where the middle is, and bring it straight down that corner. If you can, in a 40-degree angle. But it's hard, but it comes with experience. By the time you're done with your 6th chair, you'll be an expert at this. And then you pull, take it down, do the other corner. Now, we take it down for the simple reason that when we are finally pulling on the material to make it nice and smooth, like right now, like I said, these are the sides. You can see the back is thinner than the front. So when we go to do the side, I'm gonna pull on this side. I don't want this side to slide up. That's why we tack it down so it doesn't move. So we remove the staples that are there temporarily, and now we pull up, or we pull and we push. And as I do it, like I said, I don't want too much of bulk over here. So as I'm doing it, I'm pulling the material this way, on that angle. I might give you a little bit of a wrinkle right here, right? But as you staple it, it should go away. Now don't feed it too much, because then you're gonna have lumps. See? If I push too much, you're gonna have lumps. You don't want that. You just want a little bit. See it? And then when I hit it with a staple, see, it goes away up here. It's still down here, but I'm gonna cut that off, so that don't matter. Feed a little bit. Now, like I said, vinyl is hard to work with, so you have to be patient. It breaks easy, as you can see right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's a little hole right here, because it's soft. So the pressure of the staple hitting it, it makes a hole through it. So same thing with this. This side right here, I'm pulling it on this type of angle like that. So I should take away some of the extra material from over here. So same things, little wrinkles up here. But when I staple it, I make sure I get most of it away. Like I said, the one on the bottom you don't worry about, you're gonna cut that off at the end. Flip it to the other side, do the same thing on the other side. And we're gonna do all 4 sides like that. It's just a little time consuming, that's all. Now when you do it, like I said, just make sure it's nice and firm. Your hand, you can feel the lumps with your hand. So just by you running your hand across it, you can feel when it's nice and smooth. So you make your hand go this way on that angle to get it nice and smooth. And once you have it, you use this hand to pull this way, right? If you can, when you do staple it, try to staple it in an angle. See, like, it's not straight like this. It's a little bit in an angle. Why? Because the pattern on the material is like in a square pattern. Now, if you staple it going with the pattern, usually when it rips, it'll rip even across, and you don't want that. So if you do it at an angle, you'll catch two different sections of the material. By doing that, you're making your stapling stronger, so it's not as easy to tear. Like that. Like I said, I always like to do the back and not the front, because that way, if for some reason you don't pull properly on the front and then you pull too much from the back, you're gonna have lumps in the front. This way, when you do it from the back and you pull on the front and there's lumps in the back, you're not gonna really notice them like that when you put the seat on the chair. So just for you guys who might not be experts in making sure there's no wrinkles. Now the back has more of a curve than the front, so it's gonna be way more wrinkly than the sides or the front, as you guys could see. See how much more wrinkly it is than on the sides? It's not as much, but the back, because of the curve. Now the front is not gonna have as much. I'm still gonna give it some, like I said, just to take away from the corners. So you need to make sure it's nice and even, nice and tight. Same thing, pull a little bit this way, not too much. The front, you don't need too much. Now the corners, when you do them, you're gonna do one staple on this side, one staple on that side, together, to make it look almost like a triangle. Because we were pulling on the material a little bit, the middle point changes. You know, when I pinched it before and I tacked it, it changes. So now we gotta re-pinch it again, find a new middle, and just pull it nice and even. Like I said, with your hand, you smoothen it out, so there's no lumps. You just smoothen it out. Once the smoothness is there, tack one on the top, one on the side. Oh, right on staples. So, show this again. If you see, you can see how it rips. A little vinyl sucks. You gotta be careful with vinyl, because once it rips like that, if you go too close to the edge, you're done. You might need new material. So if you can see, one staple here, one staple there. That's all you need for now. Flip it, do the same thing in the other corner. Don't go too close to the edge for you guys that are beginners, especially if you're using vinyl. If you're using any other material, it's fine. But with vinyl, especially you guys that have never done this before, you don't want to go too close to the edge, because if you rip it, like I said, and it tears, and you didn't pull enough of it, you don't have no more material, you're going to end up with a hole that's going to show right through. Now, what am I doing right there? I'm hammering down, well, it's not a hammer, but I'm hammering down the staple that breaks off, because sometimes the wood is so strong that the staple that I put there temporarily won't come off, or it won't go in all the way. So I have to hammer whatever little lump is out, because you don't want that to stick out and then scratch the wood or prevent the wood from making full contact with the frame. And you see this part right here, it didn't come out all the way. I just hit it in to flatten it out with the wood. Find the center, pull nice and even, hit the corner. All right, now because we don't want lumps, we have to cut the corner off. So I always like to do a square. See, you take off a square, like that. It should always be a square. Now we're gonna take off a little bit more because when we do it, we're gonna come in a little bit more and staple in the material a little bit more. So probably like another 1/2 inch to 1 inch, depending on how far in we go. What do I mean? I mean this. See, if I was trying to bring this down, there's a lot of material right here, right? And it's like on an angle. So what you do is, right here in the corner, right, this edge right here, you want to pull it down. See, if you notice, right, when I pull it down, it kind of flattens out right here. That's what you want. You want to pull it down, one staple. You don't want to go too far in. Pull it down again, hit it with another staple, and try to stay as close as possible to the edge. Why? Because when you fold this right here, when we fold this, we don't want it to be too far over here. The more you come with these staples in this way, the further that line is gonna get pushed. So try to stay as close as possible towards the back. Now, since that's the new staples right here, you see this extra material right here that has to get cut off so that you don't have a lump there. Once you have that, right, you're gonna pull, see, the material to make it nice and smooth, and it does this little pinch right there. So that's what you want. You want the little pinch right there. Want it nice and smooth. I usually hit it twice, just in case it rips. And then pull the rest even. See? And that's what you get. Nice, clean finish. All right? Now you do the same thing to the front. Remember, we're on the sides right now, so there's the side back and there's the side front. Pull it down. Cut the extra material off. See, I have experience. That's why I know how much to pull and how much is needed. You may have to practice with this a little bit before you do your final stapling. And that's the front. From the top, you're not really gonna notice them, right? But that's from the sides. Now you do the same thing to the other side. Like I said, try to keep it towards the back or towards the front. I usually do them both at the same time, just to save time, that's all. Like I said, you guys are new to this. Take your time. Take your time. Don't be in a rush. That's how you end up with a stapled finger or with a cut on your finger. Or maybe with a messed up seat and you don't want that. So take your time. Then bring this down. Now, if you see that it's not straight, like let's say this was more of an angle, use a regulator. A regulator has this on it. It's a regular like needle looking thing, but it's flat towards the back. What you could do is with that flatness, you bring it in here, in between the material, and you use it to push the material forward. If it's in an angle. Because if it's too far back, if it's like this in an angle, you use the regulator, right, to push that back forward to try to get it even. So you can have an even straight line there. Once you have that, set your staples. The rest, you just grab it by the middle, pull it down so it's nice and smooth. And that's the sides. Now the back. Before you do the back and the front, cut the excess material off. Remember I told you from the beginning, it doesn't matter if the bottom is wrinkled because we're going to cut the excess off. That's what we do now. Cut the excess off. See? No wrinkles. Now the back, like I said, people don't see it. So it's alright if it's a little bit of an angle or something. It's not that big of a deal. Just make sure it's nice and smooth. And make sure it's as flat as possible. Same thing over here. Nice and smooth. And this as flat as possible. So that fold, you want to push, pull, whatever, nice and tight. Like that. See how it's a little bit in an angle? But since nobody's gonna see that, it doesn't really matter. Now you could sit here and try to make that straight, but why waste your time doing that? Now the front, the same thing. You're gonna hit those corners, pull them down, as smooth as possible. Now the front, people will see, so you want to get it nice and straight. And usually you want them to be about the same distance. So what you do to one side, you want to do to the other. Like I said, from experience, I know whether I'm doing it right or wrong. And if I have too much on one side or the other, I know what to do to correct that error. So fold it nice, bring it down nice and tight. Staples, finish it. There's the finish in the front. Do the same thing to the other side. Like this will be the time. If I see my fold is not looking correctly, I could either pull this way or pull this way on the material to either give or take some material away. What I'm doing, I'm pulling this way to take some material away because my fold looks a little bit crooked. Like you see it? See, it looks like it's leaning this way. So I'm gonna try to take some of the material off to make it go like that. All right? Not too much, just a little bit. Because I'm gonna use the regulator, right? I'm gonna use the regulator to push the top of it a little bit that way, so that when I fold it and pull it down, it's nice and straight. See? And that's it. That's a dining chair. Vinyl is the worst material you can work with. Try to stay away from it. The only thing left is we're gonna put a black piece of cloth to cover these staples. And then this is gonna go on the chair. And that's how you do your dining chairs. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys subscribe. And we talk about anything, any video you guys want to watch about anything that I have covered or not covered. Just ask me if I could do it. I will do it. I do a lot of things. I do almost anything. If it has to do with material, I most likely do it. Walls, movie theaters, soundproof rooms. I do it all when it comes with material. Bikes, boats, cars, everything. So if there's a video you guys want to watch, just let me know. Also, I do clothes. I've been doing a lot of shirts, a lot of pants, shoes, book bags, stuff like that. So anything you guys are interested in watching, please just let me know. Subscribe, like it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.